Okay. Hello, everybody. Let's see if we're live. This is the first time I'm trying um, this new software, so I'm not sure if it's going to work. Uh, let's see. Okay, people are coming. Kata, can you see me or not? Not yet.
Uh, yes, I
On
can.
Google.
On Google. Let me just try.
Sure.
Right. Yeah, I can see you on YouTube.
Okay.
Only you.
Not on Google. On YouTube. That's what I meant.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Great. Um, so let's see. Is everything's working? Okay. So can you send a message or something?
On YouTube. YouTube.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, okay. YouTube. Yeah. So I think I can. Okay. Yeah. Everything's working fine. Cool. Kata, there you are. Okay. Good. So today we're going to talk about the benefits of speaking another language, be it English, Russian, German, mute this here because I cannot hear myself speaking. I have an echo. Uh, so yeah, speaking a new language, another language, according to the place you're moving into, or maybe in your own country, what are the benefits and what are not the benefits of speaking a second language, because maybe you're an English native speaker and you're living in Brazil or in another country in Europe and you don't speak the local language. So speaking English in this case might help you in Europe, but not here in Brazil because not a lot of people speak English. Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about today. And we have a guest. The guest is Catalina. She she's very young, but she has been around quite a lot, let's say. She's been around many countries in Europe. She's been many times to the United States. She has actually work in this work and holiday kind of visa. So she's been in the States, I think it's 4 months or 6 months. I think it's 4 months. So she's going to talk to us today, and we're going to make kind of a game. We have a spinning wheel and full of questions that she's going to be willingly answer. Okay, so let me invite her in. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. Invite. Can you? Okay, so I think that here is the two of us.
Hi, I think I'm already.
Yes, you are, but it's just you.
Yeah.
Um, it's just you. How you doing?
Listening
In the
to.
meantime, I will try to fix this here. Okay, because I don't know how to fix it. Okay, so how you doing today? You just
Fine.
finished working?
I actually just finished working, so actually fine.
Okay,
How
how
about
was
you?
your day?
Oh,
Well, I've been like struggling with this thing, but it's fine. It's going to work. It's gonna work.
yeah. Well, I don't
So
know how to, but well.
There we are. I think that we're on Instagram and now on YouTube. Let me just check. How can we do this on YouTube? Give me just 1 second.
I can see the spinning wheel on YouTube.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. Why I cannot? Oh no, yeah, I can now. Good. Oh, the point is that I have a delay. That's why
Oh,
it's not actually showing. And give me just one more second
yeah.
here. Um, do I have a way to camera slot? Okay, my camera slot is here. Let's see if I can see myself. No, I cannot. Can I? No, I cannot. Okay, anyways,
Okay.
so we're gonna play this game where you're gonna be on the spotlight. So,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Okay.
The wheel.
So here, there we go. So I will spin the wheel, and you're gonna answer the question.
Let's
Is just like that. In the meantime, I will be preparing my mate drink. I have my board here. So let's have fun. Ready? Ready or
ready.
not? Here we
Yeah.
Okay, you can. Do you want me to read it or you want to read it?
No, read it and I answer it. Maybe
Okay.
that's
How can we overcome the fear of making mistakes when speaking a new language? So, before you answer the question, I will ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background, how many languages do
okay.
you speak, where did you
Okay.
study?
So I'm Catalina. I'm currently 22 years old, and I went when I was a child to a German school and high
Yeah.
school. But I also learned how to speak English outside of the school and also
Hmm.
in school. Um, I actually I'm more comfortable speaking English than German, but
Okay.
both languages are actually quite good.
Okay. So
And
your sister Tiziana also speaks
she also
the
speaks
same three
English
languages.
and German. She actually speaks German quite better than myself.
Okay.
And yeah, but we're both like quite good at the languages.
These languages. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good. So let's go back to the question
Yes.
then.
Okay,
So
so
how can we overcome
fear of
the
making
fear of
mistakes.
making mistakes when speaking a new language, whatever that language is?
Okay, I think that overcoming fears with languages and like speaking to other people and stuff, the best way of overcoming them, it's by doing it. Uh, it's not that actually difficult. You need to step out and do it and making those mistakes because it's
Yeah.
fun. I mean, the other person can correct you, and you can also learn by hearing. Maybe they won't point it out, but they will also like answer you by telling you the right way of saying the things.
Exactly. Actually, this is very interesting what you're saying because most of my students they're afraid of making mistakes and they're all the time trying to do the right grammar and the right structure and they don't want to make mistakes and they're afraid of speaking with a native speaker because they will not. And I told them I tell them all the time you can make mistakes in class and me as a teacher I will correct you,
Yeah.
but people on the streets are not going to correct you because if
Yeah.
someone comes towards you and asks you a question and ask it in the wrong way, let's say an American or a German person
Mm.
approaches and says, where toilet. Well, so you're not going to say, excuse me, you shall say this way.
Exactly.
No, they will tell. Oh, you mean the toilet? It's here, here. So they're not
Exactly.
going to
They won't
correct you.
correct you. They won't point it out. They won't make you feel bad about it.
Hmm.
You have just you need to do it, and
How was
you're
your
gonna be fine.
experience? Sorry,
What?
sorry to interrupt you.
No.
You recently finished your work and holiday in New York, right? A
Yes,
couple of months ago.
a couple months ago.
How was that experience? Did you do you think your English improved
Oh, definitely.
by being 24/7 with native speakers? And how was that experience of being, were you afraid at first and then you just were cool with it? How was it?
No, it was actually fine. I think that my English improved in a really good way because I actually learned how to speak like the natives do. I mean, not just the correct grammar and the things that we learn in
Hmm.
school or wherever, but the way they speak it more like I don't
The
know
way
how
we
to.
learn.
Yes,
The way we
yes,
learn is not the way they actually speak, because
exactly.
they're not gonna
And
say how are you doing, but how you doing, or what are you doing is what are you doing.
yeah, and more than the way I speak, the hearing. I
Yeah,
when I first arrived in the US, not as a tourist but actually working, I had to like be
adjust.
be really focus and listening to what people were saying because with some people I could, but with some others I couldn't actually understand, or it was more difficult for me to
Yeah,
understand. And I think that that
because of
was the
the
reason
speed
I
or
left.
the accent or the
I
way
think that both. Some
they wouldn't open
people
their mouth.
spoke actually really fast
Uh-huh.
and not opening their mouths, and another ones were actually with words that I actually didn't understand.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
well, that happens also in Spanish. I mean,
yeah, all the time. Well, myself, actually, when I had a German student staying here in Argentina in my house, and when we try to speak Spanish, I usually speak it like super fast, and
yeah,
I open my
you
mouth,
do.
and she didn't
You and
understand
your
that.
sister, you sometimes I don't understand you. Actually, Catalina is my niece and
Yeah.
Tiziana is my other niece. So, yeah, sometimes I think that the newer generations, the younger people, they speak in a very different way from my generation, and even the accent has changed throughout the decades.
Hmm.
And sometimes I don't really understand what they're saying. It's like,
Well, it happens.
speak right, you girl. Like, yeah, sometimes I need, even in my mother tongue, I need to tell them to repeat because I just don't understand.
Yeah, that happens. And that happened to me when I was in the US. And it was difficult at
Okay.
first, but it's manageable.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay, next question. Let's see. I
let's
like.
do it.
Let's see if we have any questions. I can't see the channel. Hi, Fran. How you doing? So, Fran, whenever you want to ask a question, you just go for it. Okay. So let's see. Next question. You believe that speaking English or other language can transform an ordinary trip into a unique experience?
Well, yes, I think that not only fluency, but knowing how to speak English will make you more open to knowing new people or knowing native people. And I mean, if you don't speak the language, the most probable thing is that the natives won't come to you and speak to you, and they
Yeah.
will choose to speak with someone that actually can speak with them. So I think that knowing how to speak English in this case, it's awesome if you want to make friends, and these friends can actually show you a new way of traveling or
Hmm.
experiencing a new country that's not your own. So I think that yes, yes, my answer is it's amazing. It's
Okay, cool. What would you recommend? people who are learning a new language to do in order to not to not experience these trips and these experiences on a trip.
Yes.
What can they do in order to
To having these
yeah,
experiences,
to have these experiences? Exactly.
I think that, well, I think you have to go for it. That's the real deal here. I think that going and trying to speak, they will answer you, and maybe they are as open as trying to like understand what you're
Hmm.
saying and meeting new people, knowing new people, and just go and do it, I guess.
Okay. Cool. Okay,
Wow.
so let's go for the next question. What are you drinking? White coffee?
Yeah, coffee.
I like it.
It's
I'm
almost
having
done.
my mate. I'm having my mate here. Okay, let's spin the wheel again. Okay, what do you think are the most common fears that prevent people from learning English? I think that we talked about this before a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yes. I think that actually the fear of making mistakes is what makes people not learn a language. Not only English, but it happened to me with German, or when I try to learn a new language. It's
Hmm.
the fear that I won't be able to actually speak the language. I think that's the biggest thing, the
Yeah.
mistakes, making
Okay.
mistakes.
Oh, here. Um. Okay. Oh, I found something. I found something else here in this uh, program, this software I'm using to
Oh,
make this streaming. I still haven't tamed it. I hope it's
well,
recording. Okay, I hope it's recording. Oh, there's a private chat. Oh, that the private chat is yours. I don't know how to go back to the regular one. So,
I don't know.
oops. The
Please.
more I touch it, yeah. Oh, comments. Okay, comments. Okay, yeah. I'm getting to know you. You see, this is like speaking a new language. You make
Yeah,
mistakes. You keep on trying. You make another mistake.
you
Sometimes
try
you're
again,
yeah.
and you do it until
Doesn't
you
it?
make it.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it. Doesn't it happen to you that some days you wake up not being able to speak even Spanish?
Oh, yes, it happens all the
Because
time. When I was actually learning the language, ri- right now I'm not like going to classes of any language in
yeah,
particular, but when I woke up some days speaking beautifully the language, and another
yeah,
day where I couldn't say even hello, how are you? And that was that were the bad days, but you can overcome them. It's you need to speak it out, the thing, and it will be
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, just spit it out and that's it. That's the way it is. And with this thing that I'm learning now, yesterday I had the experience that was like the non-speaking any language kind of day. So yesterday I couldn't do the live because yeah, technical issues. Today, at least we're
We
live.
are
If
here.
it's yeah, we are here. Actually, we are here in on Instagram and YouTube. I hope I can save both. And if I couldn't, I'm so sorry. We will do it again some other day. So
Sure.
I will try it. I will try it again. At least I had the experience. Okay, so let me eliminate this. I don't know how you see this because I'm not. The point is that I'm not sharing this. If I do this, can you see the screen?
The screen in YouTube?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you
I can see
can. Right?
the wheel. I can.
Oh, no. Oh, there's a lot of delay. That's why. Okay, so this
Yeah.
is what I will do. Okay, so I will spin it. Okay, what situations in European travel do you think would be difficult without speaking English or at
Whatever
least
language.
English? At least English.
English. Okay.
But if you would only spoke Spanish, if you didn't speak English
I
or German, how would it be the European travel thing?
I think I'm thinking of a situation that was manageable because we could speak English. And if I didn't,
Mm.
we went to France with my family. And when we arrived in Paris, in the
Oh,
train station, actually, we,
it was when your mom almost went to jail.
yeah, I think it was a time. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so we went to the I don't know how it's called right now, where you ask where things are and
The
they tell
ticket,
you.
the ticket, the
I don't
ticket
think it
booth.
was the ticket booth. I think it was like information center or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The information center. Yeah.
And we went there, and we the person that was there was not a nice French person, let's say.
Mm,
And, well,
okay.
and it was our first time in Paris, and we didn't know what to do because, well, neither of us speaks French, and French
Okay.
is actually a quite difficult language to learn for
It
me
is.
and for
It
my
is
family as
actually.
well. And we tried to ask him where was the I think the subway that we need to take to go to the hotel, and this guy actually was quite awful. He he did like he didn't speak any language besides French.
French. Yeah.
Yes, and I am thinking, in if in that situation we didn't speak n- English or any language, either
Yeah.
Spanish, other than Spanish, um, we wouldn't know what to do
What to
because
do?
we were like speaking with this guy trying to like communicate
Yeah.
somehow, don't know how, and he wouldn't like help us at all. And then this nice lady came
Mm,
by, and because she spoke English, we could
yeah.
actually
She would
get
help
to the
you.
hotel. So if we wouldn't able be able to speak English with that lady, it would be actually really it would have been really difficult to
Mm,
get to the place that we needed to go.
yeah. Well, that's yeah, that's what a lot of people go through in this situation. So I have just changing a little bit the subject.
Yeah, sure.
I think I was not recording it on Instagram because
Oh,
I just went live here, so I don't know how it works. Yeah, it says live here 24 minutes, and
yeah,
here
something.
yeah, we just move on, and yeah, whatever it is.
It happens.
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna do today, we're gonna do two more questions, and if you felt comfortable today, we can do another live with the rest of the questions.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure. Yeah,
so
we can.
let me let's see.
Let's see. Let's see.
What cultural opportunities do you believe you've missed out on by not speaking English? Well, you speak English, but let's say by
I
let's change it. Let's change it. What cultural opportunities you were able to enjoy because you speak English?
I could enjoy because I speak well.
Yeah,
I'm
the
thinking
ones
about
that
my working holiday, and if I didn't speak English, I wouldn't be able to make the friends that I made. The friends
okay,
that were actually American that didn't speak any Spanish. And if I would
nothing.
be able to speak English, I wouldn't be able to meet them or actually making the trip to the US.
Yeah, to start with, right? To
Yeah.
start with, you wouldn't have been able to to have this
Structure.
experience at all.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
and if we see it from a different perspective, you've traveled uh, all around Europe as well.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Well, quite a lot, quite a lot. Do you think that this would have been you would have been able to do this only speaking Spanish? Do you
No.
think that you would have had the same kind of experiences, or it would have been more limited to okay, let's
It,
eat a sandwich because I cannot order anything else. So let's eat McDonald's because I don't.
no, it
Right?
would be definitely limited. I think that, well, English, it's common knowledge that English is actually a language that most people speak more in Europe and also here
Hmm.
in America.
But still, not everybody.
Not everybody, but a lot of people. And that is really helpful if you want to go to, I don't know, well, France, Italy, places where English it's not the mother tongue. And
Yeah.
because they actually speak the language, or most people do, I think that yes, it's if you know the
It
language.
will be even more limited than speaking English because even if
Yeah,
you do speak English, moving around Europe, as I said, a lot of people speak English, but not
not
most
every,
people.
yeah.
So imagine you already won't be able to communicate with part of the
Mm.
people there, and if you don't speak English, that reduces
No,
to
that to
what?
zero, because
To
in my
Spain.
case, exactly, in my case, Spanish, it's my mother tongue, and if I go to some place where it's not a common, it's a common language, but it's not as common as English. So
Yeah,
yes, the portion of people that I would have been able to speak to, it will be really
very
tiny.
reduced. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's actually what we need to understand. People need to understand that if you don't speak English, you're out of the map. You're out of
Exactly.
the radar. You're not in the radar of anything.
No, because they
And
would choose someone that actually speaks the language that most people speak, not everyone, but most.
yeah, and another thing is a lot of people I used to talk to, or when I do some interviews for my classes, and they tell me I need to learn English until let's say we are in August until November tops. That's my deadline. I need to speak English by November
Ah, that's
because I have this exam and then there is this assessment at work and I need to I need an upgrade and whatever and I'm like you're not going to speak in 3 months. You will be
no.
able to communicate what you actually need or what you want or but very basic and probably you will not understand what people replies to you because you need to go through the process. So
Yeah,
a lot of
it's
people
difficult.
wait until the opportunity shows to start working on speaking English. So when the opportunity shows, they don't
Yeah,
speak English. You have to start
no,
before.
that's actually really difficult. I actually, my life story is that I started learning English when I was, I think, 2, 3 years old. So
Yeah,
it's a long process.
yeah,
It doesn't need this many years. I'm 22 right now, but
yeah,
um, it's the daily basis. Like you need to
yeah,
every
because you
day a
grew
little bit,
speaking English already. So you're kind of bilingual in a way
in a way.
because yeah, because you grew up with English since you were 2 or 3. It's almost bilingual. Um, German, you started later, right?
Yeah, I started when I was 5, 6. It wasn't
Okay.
all. It wasn't like a, a big time like between
Yeah,
the two languages.
but
But
your school.
the difference is that I actually have contact with English all the time because it's not only going to classes. It's listening to music, watching a movie, and listening in the
Every
language.
day.
Yes, every
Is the
day. It's every
frequency? Is
day.
the
I
frequency?
right now I read books like
Yeah,
fiction books in English, and that also helps me with words that I do not I didn't know before, and now I do. So it's the daily contact with the language that will
yeah.
help you.
It's exactly. Hi, Kita. How you doing? Yeah, is actually having this contact at least 5 minutes a day, but you have to have it. It's better to have 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 3 minutes every single day from Monday to Monday,
Hmm.
than having contact just one
One
day in
month.
class and one day in the weekend, 3 hours, because you have to actually do the homework or an activity. No, that doesn't work. If
Exactly.
you're
All right.
one day, 3 hours, it
Hmm.
doesn't work.
It's the little
Okay.
things. I think that maybe starting a really tiny thing. Don't watch the
Yeah.
movies with the language changed. If the movie is
Yeah.
in English, watch it in English.
Translate it. Yeah.
Yeah, translate it. Okay. But do it in
What I
English.
uh-huh. Yeah, what I say to my to my students, the ones that are starting learning English, not the more advanced ones, that probably are the ones who are watching this here. What I tell them to do is, you're not going to be able to watch a movie because you don't have the vocabulary, you don't have the listening skills, you're still learning. So the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get frustrated. So you're going to think that you cannot learn, that you're not understanding because you want to understand all this, the words and stuff. That's not the way it works. You have to go little by little. So what
Exactly.
what subject do you like to talk about? What is a subject that you will be able to talk about for 5 days in a row, and you're never going to get fed up with this? Okay, so you know the vocabulary for this. So you go on YouTube, you look for the very short videos, 1 minute, two tops, 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then you
Yeah.
watch it. Because the vocabulary, you will be familiar with the vocabulary. If you're working with human resources and you're going to watch a movie uh, about scientific facts of NASA,
Oh,
you
you
have
wouldn't.
no idea. You don't even know the language, the vocabulary in your mother tongue.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's not gonna work. Yeah, yeah. If me, I have no idea whatsoever. Sorry, about cars. Yeah,
oh,
I know some vocabulary, but if you make me watch a movie even in Spanish, if you make me
yeah, I
watch a
wouldn't
movie
understand
about,
a thing.
I was like, what is that? And what is that the other thing? And what is the other? Do you have a dictionary? Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so
exactly like that.
that's exactly, that's something very, very important when looking for material. That's why it's important to ask someone who teaches, or even if it is not a teacher, but someone who has this ability of giving information,
Yeah,
and look for the right material for you. Ask. There's nothing wrong in asking.
exactly.
Okay, next question. Let's eliminate it. How are you feeling? Nervous? No, you're
Yeah,
okay.
no, I'm quite
Okay.
fine.
Yeah,
Having a good time.
hmm, me too. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
You should have seen my first live. It was like
I actually did.
I wouldn't stop talking. I wouldn't stop talking, and I couldn't breathe. And I was
Well, but it's something that takes practice, just as learning English.
exactly. That's why I'm doing lives every single day, and every single live gets more and more and more comfortable.
Exactly.
So, okay, spinning. I hope people are enjoying it as well. How do you think speaking English or other language can improve your chances of making international friends? Okay, you talked about this.
I talked about
So,
this.
yeah,
I
let's
had this
eliminate it.
fresh
Uh
experience
huh.
with the working holiday. I made a lot of friends
Yeah,
with the language.
yeah. So let's spin it again because that
Yeah.
was the same thing. Actually, in this life, this is the first time that I'm being able to actually drink my mate without burning my mouth, because I always boil the water. Okay,
How do you?
where are we? Where are we? Here. How do you think a lack of English limits the culinary experience in another country?
Okay, so I have I have actually how does it the word just an
Slipped your
experience
mind?
that's not
No.
my own, but actually a person I know. So this
Who?
person,
Who? I want to know. I want to know who.
okay, the father of my boyfriend.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so they went on vacation to Germany, and
Hmm.
he doesn't speak English, German, only
Just
Spanish.
Spanish. Okay.
Exactly. And so they went to this restaurant
Hmm.
in, I think, Berlin. I don't know. And he wanted to order something that was like typical German,
Yeah.
something they ate normally. And okay, so the this guy that worked in the restaurant, he said in German, of course. No one understood. Oh, you need blah, 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 you need this one right here.
Okay.
And they all ordered fine. And when his plate arrived, he saw like plate with a big mountain of raw meat.
Oh! In
Actually,
German, in Europe, they eat the meat kind of raw, like actually raw. It's not.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah, it's not the way we eat it in Argentina.
no, 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 not at all.
It's
And
actually raw.
he was like looking at the plate, looking at the guy, and looking at the plate, and he was like, "What is this? Like, what am I eating?" And he didn't understand. He showed him the menu where this item was placed. He looked at the menu. He read. He didn't understand a thing. And raw meat, plain raw
Yeah.
meat with nothing else on it.
Yuck.
Yeah, and that happens when you actually
And what did
know
he
a
do?
language and you
And
order and
uh
yeah.
and what did he do? Did he order a side salad, a side dish, or something else, or that was it?
I actually don't know. I don't know if he ate it. I think he tried it and
Uh
then he
huh.
started eating like the plates from his family
Yeah.
little by
Hmm.
little.
So there is this. I'm gonna tell you now something your grandmother, so my mom, did when I was. We know my, yeah, Nancy, how Nancy acts on the street.
Yeah, yeah, we
So
know.
when I was living in Lebanon, we have the
Oof.
other side of this experience you just told us, that the person just asked something and doesn't know what it is, and probably he didn't know what to do later, or maybe he asked for help or whatever. The other side would be someone like your
Yeah,
grandmother, my
Nancy. Yeah.
mom. She just talks, and she, I don't know, she rolls on the floor and she makes herself understood. And
Yeah.
we were in Lebanon, and once I was we were going back home, and we were walking past this grocery store. I just knew that the guy was Egyptian, a very poor guy. He wouldn't speak anything but Arabic,
Yeah.
and he said, like, he did like that to my mom, and she was like, "Hola, cómo estás?" In Spanish. She did Spanish, and then look at her, and I was like, "Do you know him?" Of course, I knew she didn't. "Oh, that's my Egyptian friend." How do you
Oof,
know he's
yeah.
Egyptian? No, no, no. The question was, how do you know he's Egyptian? How did
There's
you
no
get?
way. There is
I
no
can
way.
Yeah, I imagine the conversation of my mom with this Egyptian guy. She would buy a lot of groceries and fruits. How did she get from not speaking anything but Spanish to this is my Egyptian friend?
There is no way that conversation
No,
took place.
but she was right. That was the first one. The second one, there was a supermarket. There is a supermarket. I think it's still there. So I walked in and with mom, and she was like, "Hola, hola, hola, hola." She was saying hi to everybody in the cashiers, and I was like,
Do you know them?
do you happen to know them?" Oh yeah, yeah. Yesterday when I came to buy this feed powder, and I was, how did you buy that? Oh well, I was with my slippers, so I went to the cashier. I remove it, and I was like, and she made all the mimic. She said that everybody started laughing,
Well,
and
that's
they
a way
but
of doing it.
but they understood what she needed. That's the thing.
It's a great
So
story.
yeah, another time, then we made a trip to Turkey, and I wanted to buy a scarf and whatever, and it was expensive. I didn't want to pay
Yeah.
that. And mom was like, no, the guy actually wanted to bargain, and I don't like to bargain.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't bargain, they just don't pay attention to you. So I left. Mom was outside, and she was like, "Why you didn't buy it?" No, no, he wanted to bargain, and I didn't want to. Espérame. So wait for me. So she went inside, and 15 minutes later, she came out with like three scarves, a jacket, and or I don't know if it was a pair of trousers, and she paid less than I would have paid for the single
The only
scarf.
scarf. Oh man.
And she
That's
bargained. I don't know how she did it.
how.
The guy wouldn't speak Turkish. He would speak only Turkish and English. Mom, Spanish and Spanish.
And Spanish, and only Spanish.
So you see, the
And some other
communication
thing.
is exactly. Communication is not only speaking. When you speak, you're not like stiff like this. You move your language, and the
No.
body language says a lot. That's why teaching body language from the culture of the language you're
Oh yeah.
teaching is very important, because if you do certain
Movement.
movements, we Argentinians are very Italian, and
Yeah.
the
In that way,
is
we are
almost the
Italian
same.
as like
Yeah, and the body language is almost the same. Here in
hmm.
Brazil, there is something they do that is like this.
No.
For
Well.
us is yeah,
Yeah.
and me seeing an old lady doing that gesture, or seeing a very refined woman doing that, is like, oh,
That's weird. That's actually really weird.
it's very rude. But for
Yeah.
here, that means that you're patient. You're very patient. And for me, it's like, what? In
What?
in in Lebanon, if you do like this, is like, calm down, hold
Yeah.
on. Then if you do this here, means is packed with people, is full.
Exactly.
But in Argentina, to do this is you're scared.
You're scared. Yeah.
Okay, in
I
the
think
States,
very
oh,
few people do this, meaning the other thing. We only do this when we're trying to say
yeah,
that
when
this
we're
is
when we're scared. Have you had a misunderstanding in the States or somewhere where with body language? If
oh
I do this, if I do this, do you know what that is?
I think I do. I'm not sure, but
Okay,
I don't want to say it because I'm thinking something, but I don't know.
say it, say it, say it.
I think it's fuck you or something.
No, 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 no. This is shame on you. Is what a
Oh,
mother
that.
would tell
Okay, okay.
would tell a small kid. Shame on you.
Shame on
Maybe I will add,
you.
but no.
But no, that's not the case.
Yeah, yeah, that's not the case. So, did you learn any body language that was different from ours?
I I can't think of any right now. Not with not with Americans, but with Peruvian people. It wasn't a misunderstanding, but I noticed that when they laugh, they do this. So they are laughing and they are doing this.
Wait. They go like,
Yeah, exactly. And I was
no,
friends.
you're kidding.
I had an Argentinian group of friends, and
Yeah.
we talked with the Peruvians, but we were more among us. And we were with this Peruvian friend of us, and he was laughing, and he
He
started
was hanging out
like,
with you. But no, wait, because it doesn't make sense for me. Like, I have to do all this
the thing
movement.
is that it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense.
That's weird. Yeah. Well, like in Japan, I think that when they do like this, that means that they're mad.
Oh, well,
They have
but like
very
a devil
weird.
kind of thing.
Yeah, they have very weird kind of meanings. For example,
Signing.
let's make um, a trial. If I do this,
Come
what do I
here.
mean?
Come here.
Okay, if I do like that,
Go away.
okay, how do you realize that? Because Americans sometimes do not realize that.
Because you're doing like this, it's like
Okay,
come, and if you're doing,
okay.
it's like the hand position. I think I
It's
like
how you
that.
start the movement. The
Oh,
movement is like this, right? If you do like this, we realize because of that. And if it is like this, you're swiping away.
exactly.
Usually, Americans would do like this and like this. Come here, go away. Have you ever noticed that? I don't know if it is
Happens.
everywhere. I don't know if it is everywhere, but ask your friends.
I
Tell them to make with body language to call you, to tell you to come here, and to tell you to go away, and see if they do come here, go away.
I will. I
Check
will.
it.
Actually, I will
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
them.
check it, because I that probably most would do that, and because I had a teacher. No, it was not a teacher. It was a teacher that was living in Argentina, and she said that she
I
got
think
very confused. Like,
the
shall I
sound
go?
is
Shall I leave?
doubling the sound.
Is the echo? You're
Yeah.
having an echo? Why would that be? I'm not sure. Why would this be? I don't know. You still have it?
Yeah, I do.
Are you on YouTube?
I am actually looking at the program, but let me check.
If you go on YouTube, mute the sound.
Yeah, yeah, it's muted. It has been.
I don't. I have no idea then. Hmm. Well. Anyways, so last question, and I'll
Yep.
let you go because yeah, it was. I know it was supposed to be half an hour, but
It was fun.
it's very fun.
Entertaining.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's move here,
Let's do the wheel.
and then let's go to the wheel.
You need to eliminate that.
Who's knocking at the door? The boogeyman?
No, it was me.
Oh, okay. Spinning. In what ways can English open new networking opportunities?
Okay, networking.
Can we? Do you want to skip this question because it's pretty much what we were talking about
Yeah,
before, right?
sure. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's try another one. What are the advantages of being able to interact with locals during a
Oof.
trip or living
Or living there.
in a place? Yeah.
Actually, there's one great advantage that I will. Uy,
What happened?
morí.
What do you mean?
La batería de la.
Oh no! Do you have it wired? Are you still on Instagram? No. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna invite her again next week, and we're gonna continue talking about this very interesting information that she's giving us, and talking about her experiences um, in different countries. Okay, so yeah, I think that she forgot to plug her computer, but it's okay. We were more than we were supposed to be here. Okay, so people, thank you so much. I will try to record this live. I'm not sure how will I do it, but if I'm still here, then you can talk to me. Okay. See you, everybody. Let me see how will I finish this. Bye bye. Uh, let's see. And stream.